Hello everybody and welcome back to Breath of Death 7. In the last episode we made it here to this cave, the bonus cave 1 I guess is what it's called. And in between episodes I leveled up a bit. If you look up in the top right corner, I said left in the first episode I think, I'm an idiot. It's the top right corner, it says battles left none. There were 10, I beat them all. And I went outside and I also got down to 160. I think I said last episode I'd get to 150, but I lied. I'm a liar. So let's go in this cave. One thing that I'm gonna try to do to make the battles so that you can actually see some, because mostly what I'm gonna be doing is off screen I'm going to clear out all of the battles left. Which means if we walk through this cave, we will never run into a random battle. So you guys, as viewers, will not see any random battles, which is kind of good and kind of bad. Part of the game is fighting, so you probably should see some of the battles. I didn't show all my level ups, like the bonuses I got. Those are important too, sort of. And I'm sorry, I can't figure out how to record that, so I'm an idiot. I'm okay with that. So, what's gonna happen is I'm going to just pick random spots in each cave, and I'm going to get into fights. And this is a pretty common enemy here that I fought a lot. There were only 10 battles, so when I say a lot, I don't mean like a whole lot, but they're pretty easy. They could be pretty much one-shot by anything, so not a big deal. So we're going to move forward through the cave. Like I said, we're not going to run into any random battles because of this. So just at random intervals, whenever I feel like it, I'll just go into the menu. And like, let's say here, go to the menu and pick fight. So, same battle, nothing too interesting. I only ran into 3 different enemies when I was doing this. If there are more, I'm not sure. I don't have like a list of all the enemies, so I can't really tell you which ones are here and which ones aren't. The reason that I'm not going to just let the battles play out normally is because I want the levels. I want to be able to grind the levels for the boss fights. I don't know. I might switch it up somehow. But, coming through here, we get a strong ring. What is the strong ring? It is nothing. That's not what I meant to do. Here it is. It's for Sarah. And it's a pretty big boost from what she had. Gives her strength, which she's not a big strength user, but on the same hand, when she's not healing and stuff, she will be attacking, so it's nice to have a little bit more strength. So there you go, a strong ring for Sarah. And then we will exit out of here. There's really not much to this cave. In fact, I think that's it. That's in here. Oh, these are the 2 other enemies that I ran into. So, there's the Dark Troll and the Mystic Fly. Mystic Fly and the Dark Troll are also not very hard, so you're really not missing much. You don't really get to see fights. But that's pretty normal. Obviously enemies will get harder as we go through the game, but as for now, this is it. The fights that I was fighting outside, once I get there I will show you, they were a little tougher, but still not that tough. And outside I won't just randomly fight, because we still have a bunch of random battles. And from what I could tell, the random battles outside here are dependent on where you're standing. So I was standing in like this swamp here, and when I fight, I ran into fish, and there's another enemy that I ran into that was actually sort of tough. As in it took 2 hits instead of 1 to kill, but it was nothing too horribly dangerous. But now that we're done with that cave, we are going to go back to the other cave. Not much to say about that. So, the other cave was right over here, if you remember correctly from last video. And we'll just kill all these fun guys. We're not on the world map too often, so it's not a big deal, I guess. And right over here is the cave. So, once we come in here, we get a little bit of dialogue. Oh, a graveyard. I wonder if any of the tombstones have any. If you know anything, you know that I can't read. Oh, a graveyard. I wonder if any of the tombstones have interesting writing on them. The monsters here are more dangerous than those near Palad Lennis. Stay close by my side. Oh, how romantic. My white knight in shiny armor. Are all women like this? Yes. So, now, if you look, we have 25 battles. Probably, since this episode's only been 6 minutes long, I will go through this area normally with the random battles, and I will come back and get them off screen. Once this episode is over. I was gonna come over and empty these out too, but it's really not important. Promotional tombstones provided by the Graveyard Foundation, all rights reserved. All of these say that. All of these 16 graves, they all say that same message. So don't worry about that. I think that's the actual way to go, so I'm gonna go back up here. And here's some ghosts. We're going to just attack them. If you've ever watched any of my other videos of anything, you know that really all I do in any fight is just attack, 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 attack. Unless, of course, there is a boss fight. Boss fights are usually treated a little differently for me. And that's probably how it will be in this game as well. Lots of junk mail. The owner of this grave must be on vacation. Ha 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 ha. They all three of those say that as well. All groups of these tombstones say the same thing. Here's some crows. The crows are a little weaker than the guys we just fought, but they're also gonna die pretty quick. So there we go. Ah, crud. I don't know my way around here. I feel like I'm going the right way now. So, real quick, I'm gonna head back. I don't want to miss anything. It's not really important. It might just be potions. Really, the only thing you'll find in chests in this game are going to be potions or equipment. The equipment, until you get late in the game, is all going to be replaced fairly quickly. So it's not that big a deal if you miss something. Alright, level up. I generally go for the plus 10 to all stats as opposed to the 20 to HP and MP, but again, you can do it however you want. So I'm gonna come over here real quick, see if we missed anything, or this might be the way to go. I don't know. I'm not very good at this game. I only played it once before, but I loved it. Yeah, here's a treasure chest. Oh yeah, and gold, I guess, is also in treasure chests. Gold, slightly more important than potions. Potions you tend to stock up pretty much too many of, I would say. I already have 9. I will probably only use a couple throughout the duration of the game, if any at all. Need a new place to rest your dead body? Try Tombs Plus, the Tombstone Superstore. Alright, that's cool. Alright. Oh, and then this is a dead end. Perfect. Because you can't go over these black tiles. I guess they're a break or something. I don't know. So far it looks like we're just running into ghosts and those ravens or whatever they were. Nothing too spectacular. And you may notice now that the ghosts went down a little quicker in that last fight because of Sarah's level up. She got that strength bonus, so now she can one-hit them. So, it's nice. Alright, so now we're back up here. I think this is a dead end, so we'll just read these tombstones. You search the tombstone for the names of anyone you know, but don't find anyone. And that's what all those ones say. And at the very beginning of this dungeon, Sarah said something like, I wonder if any of them say anything interesting. No. Really, none of them say anything interesting. So, if you were expecting super interesting dialogue from them, I'm sorry. But they are a little funny. I know it would have taken much longer, and he would have had to been, the creator would have had to been way more creative. But it would have been a little better if every tombstone had something different. For a fun time, call 555-TOMB. But like instead we just get like whole chunks of ones that say the same thing. Which I understand. I mean, I've tried to make a game and I failed horribly at it, and it's tough. So they've given more than should be expected, but that's just me. And that was a skeleton. Nothing doing. None of these guys are going to be particularly tough, and that's going to be the case for pretty much the whole game. Bosses might be a little tough, but other than that, nothing. You get the feeling that you're in grave danger. Ha ha ha, grave, I get it. I think this way is a chest. No, this way might be the way to go. Oh no, it was a chest. I was right. Yeah, maybe the natural progression of some caves with random battles will be what I do. Because I'm getting a decent number of them done as we go through. Sometimes you don't come even close though, and that's the problem. I want to finish all the battles in every area. So I'm going to. Like some areas are short, but they have high battle counts, so that's just not cool for me. I'm a completionist. Alright, so there you go. You got to see the zombies attack a couple times. Still nothing to be scared of. Again, if you don't level grind at all, you could probably still beat this game, but at certain points it's going to be pretty difficult. So I just level grind. I prefer the easy way. You can't make out the words on this tombstone, and in fact you cannot make out the words on any of those tombstones. It's nice when they're super short battles like that. I'm still looking into how I can edit them out. I'm sure I could do it because I used to do it with my old videos, and the only thing that's really changed is my recording system. But I don't have all the same programs that I had before, so I will have to get them. Mark and Sally forever. Aww. I'm assuming that Mark and or Sally are one of the people that worked on this game, and that's just for them. But I don't know. I really don't. I don't research a lot about anything that I play. Until recently, I didn't even know the names of, like, the people that made some of my favorite games. And even now, they're a little fuzzy. Our beloved grandfather, one day he bumped his head and woke up dead and couldn't get up in the morning. Aw, that's funny. And 2 potions. Not very helpful, but okay. And fortunately, or unfortunately, however you'd like to look at it, we are almost done with this cave. There's one more ghost, and right here, these stairs. Oh, I thought that was the end. Well, look at me. Everyone dies someday. Well, that's true. So, that's a dead end. Let's go up here. I want to say this way is the treasure chest way. Of course I'm wrong. Or am I? I don't know. Yeah, it's up here. Again, don't know my way around. I don't research games before I play them. I just play what I like. And everything I know is just based off memory. That's why I hit a lot of dead ends, because I have a pretty bad memory. Sort of. Alright, so that's just a little more gold. Nothing great. We'll just kill a bunch of these guys. Oh, goodness. How about this? I learned rain. I guess I'll show it off. Show the description. I learned Rain of Fire off screen. It ignores defense, it targets all enemies, and it hits them every single turn of combat. It's something that I use quite often on bosses. So you'll see that. And at the end of every turn, you will see like that right there. Everyone took damage. So now at the end of every turn, everyone will take damage. So that will end up killing, or helping us kill, rather, the enemies. And if I planned it out right, I probably could have done that in less turns. But I didn't. Because I'm a button masher. I just like to mash buttons. This is another reason, really, that I want to do these off screen, these battles off screen, because I don't like running into a battle every 10 steps or less. It just it's not fun. Alright, we leveled up. We can either go magic and will or strength and agility. Obviously, strength and agility. That will be a pretty main choice on my part for Dem there. It'll change up a little bit for the other characters. Spoiler alert, there's more than just Sarah. The game actually told us that, so it's really not that big of a spoiler. I don't know why I did that. Alright, so what did these say? You knock on the tomb. No one answers. That's unfortunate. Pretty sure over here is a chest. We saw it earlier. And some more tombstones, of course, that we want to read. An iron shield. So we have the mirror shield already, and that, in my opinion, is better. I prefer the magic and will over the extra vitality, but you could go either way. The iron shield was also available for... oh shoot. It was also available for purchase in... yeah, okay, I meant to do that. It was in the town, Paladlennis. We could buy it there, but I just didn't. To our beloved friend, wish you weren't dead. That's very kind. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of like multi-hit attacks at this point, so these battles with multiple enemies take longer than they need to. But that's okay. They're not that hard. This place is a little longer than I remember. I think over to the right here is a dead end. We'll find out here in a second. I don't quite remember. It has been a while since I've played this game. I do remember I liked it though. Oh, it's just a save point. Well, we might as well. Oops. Yeah, this game is fun. It's funny, in my opinion. Pretty short. This game probably won't take too terribly long to complete. That's kind of why I chose it as my comeback game after all the craziness that ensued in the past, losing all my stuff and whatnot. because it's kind of short, so I can kind of play it, have fun, and move on to something else once I get everything kind of set up and figured out. So here it says Fear the Reaper, Fear the Reaper. All of these say Fear the Reaper, and stupid zombies. Once you reach a certain point, it doesn't matter if you're... Oh, it doesn't matter which line you're on. Once you get to right here, actually, you can feel the presence of a terrifying demon. And it is, in fact, the Reaper. The black wind howls again. You undead do not belong in this world. Let me take you to your final resting place. And so we have to fight a Grim Reaper. And this is where my strategy for the game kind of picks up, I guess. I like to start off with Rain of Fire. And for her, she doesn't have anything good yet, so we'll just attack. She's mostly a healer though, so once we start getting hurt, she's gonna heal. We gotta remember what I'm gonna try to do here is I'm gonna get our combo up pretty high, and the way I'm gonna do that is I'm going to use moves that give us multiple hits, such as multi-strike right here will give us 3 hits, and then once I have either only 10 MP left or he's almost dead, I'm gonna use Death Blow to kill him. You could also use Fire Flurry. I don't know which one does more damage, but they both give 3 hits, and that's what I care about. Looks like Multi-Strike might do more damage, so we'll go with that. And again, as for Sarah, she will just attack unless we're hurt enough that we need curing. Wow, that was a lot of damage that he just did. Dem, that is. Dem hit that guy pretty hard. So we'll do it again. Do it again. Wow, that was super easy. If you didn't level up, that strategy that I just mentioned is pretty much the way to go. But it's not too bad, especially if you level grind. Sarah levels up. She learns Snowstorm, which is a target all enemies attack, which is great, and Hailstorm, which attacks random enemies for 3 hits. So if there's only 1 enemy on the battlefield, it'll hit that enemy 3 times. If there's 7 enemies on the battlefield, it'll hit 3 random enemies, or it could potentially hit one of those enemies 3 times. It's just completely random. It's more powerful, but I like the hit everyone aspect of Snowstorm. So we're gonna go with that. The exit is just up ahead. We should stop in Lefestopolis. I still don't know how to say that. For supplies and news before we explore these ruins of yours. Good thinking, brave and intelligent, the perfect traveling companion. If only you put this kind of enthusiasm into your fighting. Burn, probably. Alright, now we get out of the cave, and see, the problem with letting the random battles go is that I had 4 left, and that'll be the case for most dungeons. We're gonna have several battles left at the end of every place I go to, and I want to clear them out. But yes, we will, well, I guess I'll just meet you over here in this town. I'm gonna go through this town and find the equipment shop, buy some new equipment. I'm gonna go back and clear out those 4 battles that we missed, and I'm gonna come outside and do probably, I don't know, maybe 50, 40 battles out here. We'll see. Whatever I feel like doing, really. But, yep, I'll do that off screen, and I will meet you in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye.